Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you a Tkinter desktop application we will be building in this tutorial. So this will be image resize application. So with the help of this Tkinter application you will be able to resize your images using the pillow library inside Python. If I basically run the script right here, basically this is the graphical user interface you will see right here. We have two input fields respectively where you can write the width of the image and the height of the image, and then we have the open image where you will basically select your image which is stored inside your computer. Then we have the button of resize image which is currently disabled here, and then lastly we have the save image button. If you want to save the resized image inside your local machine, you can do that process as well. So now let me show you the short little demo here. If I click the open image option, now you can select here, this is the image which will be displayed right here guys after you select the image. So this image is displayed here. This is the original dimension which is the width and the height. Now if you want to basically toggle with the width, let's suppose I want to change the width, you can increase it, decrease it. Let's suppose if I want to change the width to 1500 and click on resize, you will see it is saying invalid dimension, you need to provide here. Let's suppose I provide 500, and also you need to provide the height at the same time. So now you can see if I click resize, the image is automatically resized to these dimensions that you see right here. You can even change the width here. Let's suppose I change to 200. You can see that. So it totally depends upon the width and the height which you basically provide here. You can see that. So image is resized here guys. So now if you want to basically download this image, you can simply click on save image and simply select the location where you need to save this image. Let me pick the documents directory and simply put here the output. So this file will be basically saved right here guys. So if I open this output directory, sorry, in the documents directory we have this output. So this is the basically the saved file guys. You will see that the image is automatically resized. So I will be showing you how to build this application inside Tkinter. Basically it's a desktop framework of Python. So if you don't know about Tkinter guys, basically it's a framework by which you can build out desktop applications. So we will be using Tkinter for this. So it's a standard GUI library for Python applications, graphical user interface. So simply first of all just make a app.py file. All the source code guys is given in the description of the video. You can check out the full source code. And then first of all, as we need to import Tkinter as TK, and from Tkinter we will basically import the file dialog library. And for this application we are using pillow library guys. Pillow, very useful image manipulation methods are there. Pillow is basically a Python library. If you just write PILLOW, so this is basically the library here. You can install this using pip command. So we can go to the command line, just type here pip install pillow. So simply install this guys, and after this you need to instantiate a new Tkinter application like this. We need to change the title. We can change it by title method, which is image resizer. And then basically we need to give a label to the width. We have the label widget. We can do it like this. You can place it in the root. You can provide the text here, which is width. And we can basically pack this label guys using the pack method. And we will basically now create an input field where we can enter the width here with the entry widget. And similarly, for placing it inside the screen, we can again use the pack method. Pack method actually places the elements on the screen. So if you want to now see this element on the screen, what you can I can start this application. We can basically call a method root main loop method. So if I now execute the script, you will see this width input field is placed right here. We can write something here. Similarly, we need to place the height as well. We will do the same thing, simply copy this and paste it here and simply change this to height label. So if you now execute, guys, you will see that we have width, we have height. And then, guys, we have the open button, which is open button. And we will basically place it on root, and text will be resize image. So this basically button here, in order to place this button, we will basically pack this button, open button, pack. And there is an additional attribute, guys, which we will give, command. So command is nothing but what should happen whenever you click this button. So we will create a method which is open the file picker, where we can select the file. So inside this method, guys, we will basically use the file dialog class. It contains this method ask open file name, and here we will basically provide here which extensions we want to accept. So here you can accept only image files, so we can say image files. So here we can provide star JPG, star JPEG, comma, star PNG. I think comma is not there, so just don't put comma, just the spacing is there, that's all. So what will happen, guys, if you see, we have placed this button right here. If I execute the script, and if I basically click on the file picker opened here, we can only select here image files. You will see that only select image files. So now the text here will be open image, that's all. So after you do this, guys, we also need a button to actually resize. So we will place this button again with the button widget, and we will basically give it a text of resize image, and the command here will be resize_image. And one additional attribute, in order to basically disable a button, we will provide a state variable tk disabled. So this basically means that this button will be disabled, we can't click this button. So we need to define again a method resize image. And lastly, guys, we will, after this resize button, we also need to just place it on the screen, so we can use the pack method. After this, we will draw the image which we select. So for that, we need to have a canvas element. So we will say canvas. We will provide the width of the canvas to be 400, height to be 400. We will place the canvas on the screen, and then we will have a save button as well. Save image, and we will give it a command here which is save underscore image. State is equal to tk disable. So this also we can't click it. So again we need to define this method save underscore image. So we have defined these three methods, and lastly guys we also need to have a status label which will actually tell you whether your image is resized or not. At the bottom side we will print out our label text. By default it will contain nothing. We will plaque it on the screen. This needs to go after this. So that's it guys. So now we need to define these methods here. Resize image. Let me print out. This is resize and this is save. So now your GUI will be functional guys. You will see this is a GUI which is ready now. And now we need to simply draw the image which we select from this button when we click this open image button. So right here after you select you will get your file path, and here we just need to say if the file path is correct. In that case we need to draw the image. So we will open the image first of all by open method file underscore path. Then we will basically draw the image which is image tk dot photo image method, and then we will provide the image right here. So canvas dot create underscore image, we will create the image here. We will provide the coordinates 0, 0, and then in the anchor element which will be tk dot nw, and image will be canvas dot image. So what it will do guys, basically this code, if you click it, if you select any sort of image, let's suppose if I select this image, you will see this image will be drawn on the canvas here. You will see that. And now we need to simply undisable the save button. We can configure by providing a state which will be tk normal, and also resize button we will also configure state to be tk normal. So we need to store this image guys. So what we can say root dot image is equal to image. So what we are doing right here guys, we are storing this reference of this image variable inside our root variable. So root is accessible globally, so that is why we are storing it as an image reference. This can be anything, we can rename this to anything, but for the sake of the simplicity we are named that as image. Now we can access root.image anywhere inside our program. So we have stored this selected image by the user. So now after we do this, if we click the resize button, we now need to resize the image. So we can basically surround our code inside our try catch block. So we don't have catch here inside Python. Instead we have except, which is value error, attribute error, or if we have operating system error, in that case we will simply provide status label configure text to be error invalid dimensions or no image selected. So after this guys, what we need to do is that we need to write something here. So first of all we will get the width which the user has. We will convert this into integer, width entry dot get. Also we will give the height, we will typecast to integer like this, height entry dot get, and then we will simply say root dot image dot resize. So this is the actual method guys which is used in pillow library which we imported. This is a resize method. We will provide the width and the height, and then we will say that canvas image tk dot photo image. So then we will draw this image on the canvas, the resized image 0, 0, and then we will provide the anchor to be tk and w. This is the same code that we are writing, image dot canvas dot image. So what you will see, guys, basically if you now refresh here, click, select your original image. Let's suppose if I provide here 400 width, 400. Now you can see it is resized to larger size. If I provide here, let's suppose 70, and let's suppose 70, click resize. Now you can see that. So the image is automatically resizing, guys. So now the option is, if I click the save image, I need to save this image inside the computer. So now to save this image, guys, it's very easy. We will move to the save image function, and right here we will actually get the file path, file dialog, ask save as file name. So here we will provide the default extension, guys, which will be .jpg, and here we will say file types and JPEG, and here we will only accept JPG files for saving it. We can even accept PNG files as well. So PNG star PNG. This is slightly complicated code. So you can save it as JPG or PNG. So then after that, we will simply say that if the file path is correct, in that case we need to save this image. So first of all, we will resize this image to the extensions that are provided, which is width entry dot get, so this is basically the same code, guys. We do need to resize it to the width and the height. So we will simply say, we also need the height as well. So int height entry dot get. So after this, we will simply say that image dot save file path, and then we will say status level configure text image saved successfully. And if any sort of exception take place, guys, in that case this can be any value error, attribute error, or it can be operating system error. In that case, configure text is equal to error. We will say fail to save the image. That's all. So this completes the application, guys. So if you now execute this, click on open image and select your image and click change the dimension. Let's suppose I provide 300 by 344. Click resize. So image is resized, and if I want to save this image, click on save image, and now you can save this image here. Let's suppose I provide resize. You can also save it as PNG as well. Click save. So now your image is saved. You can simply open the directory and search for this resize PNG. You will see that. So now the image is resized, guys. So this is the full application, desktop application we have developed inside Tkinter, which allows you to resize your application image files. So all the source code, guys, is given in the description of the video. Please hit that like button, subscribe the channel as well, and I will be seeing you in the next video.